Hey, Steve Zook, welcome back to Pokeshow Channel. Hey, I want to mention, folks, this is awkward for me, but I've worked really hard on my Pokeshow Channel. I mean, it's been a very big project, and I do a lot of sharing, a lot of free information. I'd like to continue doing it, but, you know, it's getting difficult to put the time into it. If everybody who appreciates my Pokeshow Channel would just donate $10, $20 a year, you're welcome to send more. But even just $10, $20 a year for everybody out there that appreciates the hard work I do on my Pokeshow Channel and the free information about playing and the free information about all these different guitars. If everybody would just donate $10 or $20, it would really help me to continue to do this, you know, continue to buy guitars and review them, and it would really, really be helpful. I mean, the door needs to swing both ways, folks. I think people get so used to things being free all the time, and, you know, I'm not asking for a lot, but it's very time intensive. I also spend a lot of money. You know, I am in the guitar business, but also a lot of times I buy guitars just to review them as well. So just think about it. If you appreciate my Pokeshow Channel, you know, the $10 or $20 or, you know, whatever you want to, you're comfortable, you can PayPal it to me. It's stevezook7@yahoo.com. That's STEVEZOOK, the number 7, not spelled out, at yahoo.com. So stevezook7, not spelled out, just the number 7 at yahoo.com. Send me 10, 20 bucks, 50, whatever you're comfortable doing. It will come back to you tenfold because you're sponsoring a real artist. You're sponsoring somebody who's putting a lot of time into sharing information about guitars and how to play better. And I really work hard on my YouTube channel, but it's getting to a point where, you know, I kind of hate to slow down on doing it, but I really need people to start contributing. Even just $10 a year, folks, or $20 a year. If you appreciate my Pokeshow Channel, just understand everything isn't free in life. And I'm an artist. My whole family is artists, and we work really hard. And it's not an easy field to be in, by the way. So it would really be helpful to me if you appreciate the Pokeshow Channel and all the videos and all the information. Just, you know, PayPal 10, 20 bucks. You're welcome to send more if you want. But if everybody just sent, or even just, you know, 20% of you or 10% of you would just send 10, 20 bucks, it would really be helpful. You can PayPal it to stevezook7@yahoo.com. Or if you prefer, I can send you an invoice. Just hit me up at stevezook, the number 7 at yahoo.com. Okay, I want to continue with my exercises on developing right hand technique. I did some yesterday. So another thing is do sequence scales. Like, no, I'm in DADGAD because I'm just hung up on DADGAD, but things like this. So little sequences, right? As opposed to just going like this. Now there I'm doing 5 notes, and then moving up the scale, and then the next step is... Things like that are really good for your technique, and they'll help your right hand learn how to flutter. So you can then go into the double triplets, which was what I was emphasizing yesterday. Notice how I'm putting the accent on the first note of the double triplet. That accent, that's key. And so doing little sequence skills like this, and I'm doing the 5 notes, right, coming up, and then 5 more. The next note is double triplet with the accent on the first note of the double triplet. That's key. You know, if you want to develop, you know, more right-hand technique, kind of like Al Di Meola or other great guitar players, not saying you're going to get to that level, but I guarantee you'll take a lot of big leaps. So I'm doing 5 notes, then the next note coming up, and the double triplet. So if you want to get really developed, because most guitar players are either weak in the left hand or the right hand. You want to be strong with both hands. You want to make your right hand a machine. But then you got to learn to discipline yourself to only use it at the right time to be musical. That's a whole nother video right there. But anyway, so those sequence scales are really, and you can do them on 2 strings. But it's that repetition that's going to get the blood vessels going and the muscles going, and start to kind of train your neurons to fire and train your right hand and the muscles that you use to pick, get them to be responsive, you know. So one more time, and again, if you appreciate the pokes, I've got over 1,900 videos. I've got so much free information, folks. Don't just expect the other guy to do it. If you appreciate the Pokesoo channel, you appreciate all my hard work, you appreciate the info on guitars, you know, throw me a little love. I'd really appreciate it. You know, it's a lot of hard work keeping this Pokesoo channel going. I'd like to continue to do it and even do more. And if everybody just donated a little bit, like I said, if everybody just donated $10 or $20 a year, I could do so much more. I could do guitar giveaways and even include more free information. It would really be awesome. So you can PayPal it to Steve Zook, the number 7, not 7 spelled out, stevezook7@yahoo.com, or I can send you an invoice. Hit me up with an email. So anyway. See, it's that repetition. See, I sit around for an hour and a half, 2 hours a day, most days, and just do things like this and work on scales to continue. And what I notice is that when I least expect it, all of a sudden I'll just be flying on the guitar. But it's also not just about playing fast. It's about what other things that you play with grace. If you have over technique, even simple things that you do will just have more grace and more vibe and be more musical and sound more fluid because you have the technique. So sometimes a restrained technique also creates more musicality. So anyway, one more time. Let me bring this up just a little bit closer maybe and make sure you can see this. And I like getting these open strings in there. Double triplet. Notice how I'm using the accent. Bam, bam. The accent will help you learn to develop a reference point for how the lick feels technically speaking. And believe me, folks, learning to place accents, doing sequence scales, you know, will really, really explode your right hand technique. It's a lot of work to wake up the right hand, but if you do it, you're going to be much more expressive, okay? And then like here, I'm doing the 5. See that double triplet? Bam! The accent on the first. Sometimes I'll do this muted. When you mute, it puts a little more tension on the strings and a little harder to pick, so it wakes up your right hand even more. So one more time, and again, if you appreciate the Pokesoo channel, don't just expect the other guy to do it. You know, it's a lot of hard work. I want to keep it going. Just send me $10, $20 a year, or if you're feeling it, send me a little bit more. PayPal to stevezook7, the number 7@yahoo.com. It'll come back to you tenfold because you're supporting something real. It's that simple. And I really believe that, you know, when you donate to something that's real or something that's helping people, it comes back. That good karma and prosperity comes back tenfold. It really does. I do it myself. So I'm going 5. Hear that? I love this card. Alright, so another study for you. Again, if you appreciate Pokesoo channel, do a little donation. Send it to Steve Zook, the number 7, not 7 spelled out, @yahoo.com. Even just $10, $20. It's a lot of work keeping this going, folks. So, you know, when you find something that's real that you believe in, support it. It's good karma. It's a win-win. Thanks. Appreciate it. You guys stay positive. Keep the faith. Ciao.